What's up, guys? It's Jensen and welcome to another video. So throughout the history of the NBA, there have been so many underrated players. I was wondering who the most underrated star player has been in the history of the NBA. And there are many guys you could look at. I mean, Chris Bosh could certainly be one of those guys. You know, you look at a guy like Kevin Love, what he did in Cleveland. But I feel like us as basketball fans, we have to realize that Klay Thompson, he's been so underrated his entire career, and how important he's been to Golden State. He's the most, in my opinion, he's the second most important player to ever wear a Golden State jersey, with the first being Steph Curry. And that's saying something because the Warriors have had some pretty notable players wearing the Golden State jerseys during their existence. But when you look at Klay Thompson, Golden State would not be Golden State without Klay Thompson. The way he could shoot 42% his career in three-point shooting. When we look at his ability to run off screens, he just runs around the three-point line. His catch and shoot ability, it's so textbook. It's what you want the high schoolers and college kids to be doing, his jump shot. It's absolutely pure. When we look at his ability to impact the game without really touching the ball. I mean, how can we ever forget that game where he scored like 60 points on 11 dribbles? His ability to impact the game without the ball is so undervalued. It's so important. It's the reason why I think Zion might actually overachieve and he might actually outperform expectations. Because in today's NBA, what I've realized is that the ability to work off the ball, the ability to positively impact the game without the ball is so important. Because there are many guys who have the ball in their hands and can impact the game. One of them being Steph Curry, obviously. And those guys are important. Guys like, you need a guy like that to win a championship. But you also need guys like Klay Thompson who don't need the ball. They make such a big impact on offense and defense without the ball. And when we look at his defensive abilities, this dude, he's one of the best defenders in the NBA when healthy. Obviously, he suffered a torn ACL this season. But we've seen Golden State and Steph Curry. They've been a wreck without Klay Thompson. We look at Steph Curry this year. He's 0-6 when he's played without Klay Thompson this year. There is no greater value of Klay Thompson than what we're seeing this year. We're truly seeing, as basketball fans, how we've underrated Klay Thompson. We've taken for granted his ability to shoot threes, his ability to stretch the floor, how he's a threat to score once he crosses the half-court line. This dude, we've underrated him his entire career. I really feel like it's time we give props to Klay Thompson. And I remember, like, during the Golden State dynasty, a lot of people were saying how Klay Thompson was the fourth most important player. They were saying Draymond Green was more important than Klay Thompson. I think that's an absolute crime to Klay Thompson. He's half the splash brother combo. This dude, I mean, we underrate him so much. And I really feel like this season, the one silver lining about this bad Golden State season is that we've been able to see how much we've underrated Klay Thompson. And I really feel like Klay Thompson is more important to Steph Curry than Steph Curry is to Klay Thompson. And what I mean by that is that I really feel like Klay Thompson, even though he wouldn't be as great without Steph Curry, even if you had a guy like Chris Paul who could distribute the ball, an all-star caliber player, or even a guy like Ricky Rubio who's a pretty good passer, I think Klay Thompson, he would have been just fine. He would have been an all-star type talent and they would have won a lot of games, that teams. But when you look at Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, the way he can cover for him on defense, that's why we never really talk about Steph Curry being exposed on defense. Klay Thompson takes the harder challenges every night when he's healthy. So Steph Curry, he can do his thing on offense. But imagine if instead of Klay Thompson, you have a CJ McCollum or a Bradley Beal. It's not the same. I don't think Golden State would win more than one championship if there's no Klay Thompson. If it's just Bradley Beal or CJ McCollum, there is no dynasty in my opinion. Because Klay Thompson, that's how underrated he is. And I really feel like us as basketball fans, we really have to give it up to Klay Thompson right now. We have to really talk about how underrated he's been. Because I really feel like we are really taking for granted one of the elite talents in the game. But anyways, that's it for now. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please like and subscribe. I'll be providing more NFL and NBA hot takes as the season goes on. And have a good day. Remember to follow me on Twitter, Jensen Sports. See y'all later.